Reports have appeared in the UK media indicating that the Isle of Man government looks likely to take up suggestions made in a 2011 environmental report. That showed how the island could utilise several hundred square kilometres of seabed, which would have the potential to provide a cash return to the government from any companies investing in either wind or tidal power schemes.
The Isle of Man owns its seabed out to 12 miles, therefore greater than 87% of the Isle of Man is actually marine environment. So that gives us enormous opportunity. It's almost 4,000 square kilometres of seabed we actually own. And of course, Middle Irish Sea, great wind resource, great tidal resource, and very good wave resource as well.
So will we be developing that, do you think, or will it be more a question of partnerships with other companies and countries?
Obviously, the market on the Isle of Man is quite small for electricity. Average electricity demand on islands is about 60 megawatts, so potentially we could generate a lot more electricity than that. Therefore, we need to partner up with other jurisdictions and look to export our renewable energy elsewhere. Last summer, the British Isles Council, the Energy Minister, signed an agreement for an all-island approach, whereby they're looking for the British Isles to meet their own energy needs from renewable sources and also for export into Europe. So obviously the Isle of Man could form part of that solution.
Well, the wind farms have been developed all around the UK, and you can see them going to be online around Morecambe and places like that. But yet the Isle of Man has yet to do anything. It's
yet to do anything because, as I said, we need to potentially export any renewable energy, if, for example, it was offshore wind. And we currently don't have the renewable incentives, so that if you generate electricity from the Isle of Man and sell it into the UK, you wouldn't get the renewable incentives that you would actually get in UK waters. So we've had discussions for a number of years now with the UK government, looking to, if we supply renewable energy to the UK, obviously make those renewable incentives available for Isle of Man generators as well.
And will the Isle of Man's tax structure be another incentive?
It certainly would be. Obviously 0% corporation tax. If you have a business here and you're generating electricity, selling it into the UK or further afield, then obviously that's beneficial for them. Hopefully we grow their business quicker.
When do you envisage the Isle of Man having something up and running and start to sell electricity?
It takes a number of years. Usually from consenting to actually having wind turbines in the water, you're talking 5 years, 5-6 years. But it's not just wind farms, there's obviously tidal power and wave power as well in our waters. They would be smaller scale and potentially could be quicker.
Normally somebody will come out and say they don't want this, it's planning, it's unsightly, whatever. I mean, do you envisage that sort of problem here, the NIMBYism, to affect this development?
I'm sure we are being surrounded by wind farms. The UK has a number of in development already, some operational, some in planning. Scotland, Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland are all looking to have wind farms. Therefore, we may as well make some of the benefit from it. We'll have all the disadvantage of having them around our territorial seas in the Irish Sea. So hopefully we can have some economic development opportunities from having potentially wind farms or some other renewable energy in our waters.
And do you believe we'll see this in the next 10 years?
Ideally, yes, that would be lovely. Some economic development opportunities for the island. There are a number of opportunities. One is obviously leasing out our seabed, which is revenue for the government. Interconnectors, potentially we could be a hub for interconnectors from wind farms and tidal projects in our waters and surrounding waters, and also operation and maintenance base. You want to be close proximity to your turbines, therefore Isle of Man's right in the middle of the Irish Sea is a perfect location.
Do you think the government have that will to push this forward?
We are always looking for new economic development opportunities, and this is a great opportunity for us, and we'll certainly be looking to progress it if we can.